Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. As mentioned in my previous video, I'm cutting back on the package and pickups for the time being. This is down to me saving up as much as I can for my trip to the UK in a couple of weeks, obviously for the replay event in Blackpool, but once that's done and dusted, going out and about at various car boots and charity shops and so on, looking out for any retro goodies. So this will be a collection video, and lately I've been watching a few PlayStation 1 collections videos, so I figured I'd do the same by sharing with you guys and show the games that I have in my collection. Not as big as compared to some of the other PS1 collection that I've seen here on YouTube, but I still hope it's worth showing you guys. So without further ado, and in no particular order, first up, Loaded, a sort of gauntlet kind of game, very violent and gory, and also developed by one of my favourite software houses back in the day, Gremlin, especially on the 8-bit computers. Next up is Firestorm Thunderhawk 2, sequel to Thunderhawk on the Mega CD, another great game. Another classic is Lemmings and Oh No, More Lemmings. Great game on the Amiga back in the day. Show you the back there. They're all boxed and complete. Fade to Black, which I believe is a sequel to Flashback. Two awesome games. I'll show you the back there. Nemesis 3 and Nemesis. The original Resident Evil needs no introduction. Great game. Heart of Darkness, which is very similar to the likes of Flashback and Another World. Graphically, the samey sort of style. Awesome game. It is the best of collection, but better not having a game at all. Next up is Doom. Again, needs no introduction. Crazy Ivan, which is a sort of FPS sort of game with mecha droids and all that. Next up is Shell Shock. Next up, Tekken. Tekken 2. Ridge Racer. Total Driving. Another great software house back in the day. Ocean. Pretty cool game this is. It's got a really cool trancey soundtrack. The original Conor McRae Rally. V Rally. R-Type Delta. Couple sports games, FIFA 99. FIFA 96. And Actra Soccer 2. And we got Jersey Devil, really tough 3D platform game. Don't know if you can see the screenshots on the back. again released by Ocean. Bust-a-Move 2. Capcom Generations, which includes the all the 4 in the series. I don't know if you can see that. Includes Ghouls and Ghosts, 1942, Kamado, Gunsmoke, and a few others. Fighting Force. Micro Machines V3. Excellent game. Die Hard Trilogy, which has a really good Virtual Cop clone. Alien Resurrection. A game I used to play a lot back in the day on the MSX and on the NES afterwards, Track and Field. Medieval 2. I did have the first one, but I misplaced it or lost it, and I just can't find it, so I must have got lost in the move. Formula 1 Arcade. The original Formula 1. Classic shoot 'em up. Raiden Project, which includes the Raiden 1 and 2, I believe. Future Cop LAPD, which is a sort of jungle Desert Strike, but with a walker type android robot. This has something to do with the riots back in the days in LA. And of course we have the Soviet strike. Pandemonium, really cool 2.5 sort of, not 3D platformer. Crystal Dynamics, who are now responsible for the latest in the Tomb Raider series. Pandemonium 2. Not a bad sequel. Driver. Also have another copy of Driver, which was given to me by a fellow YouTuber, One Up Game Over. Still keep that though. Sequel, Driver 2. Great games. Classics label, Croc. And the sequel, Croc 2. Great little 3D platformers there. Galaga, Destination Earth. Kingsley Adventure. I mentioned in one of my previous videos, this was one of my good friend of mine was senior producer on this game. Not a bad 3D platformer. Lomax. Really cool 2D platformer. Plays very similar to, is it Flink on the Mega CD? I believe it's by the same developers. graphically it looks the same, just changing characters. Next up, Donald Duck, Quack Attack, Platinum label, Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider 2, Three, finally, Tomb Raider Last Revelations. Next up, Fear Effect 2. Again, I did have the first one. That's sort of gone walkabout. Jumping Flash. Great little game. I did actually have number 2 as well. That's gone walkabout too. And also I had number 3, the only released in Japan. Shadow Master. It's sort of an FPS game. I don't know if you can see the screenshots. Not a bad game. Duke Nukem, Time to Kill. Great game. Bubble Bubble Collection, which includes basically Bubble Bubble and Rainbow Islands, and leave a remade version of Rainbow Islands. Sadly, they didn't include Parasol Stars. They didn't believe it was good enough for the collection, so there you have it. Next up is Snow Racer 98. Some screenshots on the back. Great little ski game. Spyro, the original, it's the only one I have. Ape Escape. Motor Storm. X2. Really difficult, crazy shooter. Visually it's nice. I think you can see the screenshots, but it's just let down by its difficulty. But other than that, it's worth having. Next up, Mickey's Wild Adventure, Platinum version. Crash Team Racing. I'm not too fussed about having these Platinum versions. As I mentioned before, it's better not having. It's better that than no game at all. Porsche Challenge. Nice little game there. Viewpoint. Show some screenshots on the back if I can. 3D isometric SNK shooter. Spot Goes to Hollywood. Played this loads on the Mega Drives and sold that on. And I was originally going to get on the Saturn, keep it Sega, but it does look better on the PlayStation. Next up, Parasite Eve 2. Not a bad sequel. Final Fantasy 8. Engine Racing. basically sort of Wipeout with planes. You can see that. Not a bad game if you like Wipeout. Arena to Shinden. This came before Tekken. Top of Touring Car Championships. And number 2. Next up we have Wipeout. Classic. Excellent game. And the sequel, 2097. This is where it stopped for me. After that, Wipeout just went down the pan really. Wipeout 3. Just couldn't get into the later editions. Planet of the Apes. Like the movies and the original series from the 70s, so I figured I'd give this one a go. Very average, but it's playable. Alien Trilogy. Street Racer. Awesome game back in the day on the Super Nintendo. It was also on the Mega Drive, but we played it more on the Super Nintendo. So when I heard this was coming on a PlayStation, it was a no-brainer. I had to get it. Ray Tracers, which is a sort of Chase HQ really. So some screenshots on the back. Bad little game. American games that I have. US games that I have is, first up is Final Fantasy VII. The original Parasite Eve. Great little game there. I've still got one more power game here. Final Fantasy VI. And US version of Resident Evil 2, which came in this red and green transparent case. So it's very strange. And a couple more US games I've got here. There's Castlevania Chronicles. And the final US game I've got, Strider 2, which includes the original Strider. Which is a pity, they could have added that in the Capcom Generations. What else? Japanese have got Dead or Alive. Klonoa. Go to Phantomile, I believe. Take some screenshots of the back and the artwork. Very cool little platformer. Iron Hander, really cool shoot 'em up. Don't know if you'll be able to see the screenshots, but it reminds you sort of R-Type Delta. Parodius collection. Tabao2. Cool little beat 'em up. Doesn't show any screenshots on the back, fortunately. Street Fighter EA. EX, sorry, plus A. Again, not bad. Not perfect by any means, but still worth having. Tekken 3. And we have some loose games here, which happens when you lend games out to friends and they lose the cases. Raymond Platinum. The original Medal of Honor. V-Rally 2, which still has its manual. And Wild 9. Again has the manual, with no covers. Not a bad 2D platformer. I also do have a couple copies which I've kept over the years. It's Ray Tracer. Raystorm. As you can see, that's cut out the O. They just call it taped. Very good shooter. You can get this now on the Potatoes collection on the PS2 and Xbox. Soul Edge. Which again, it just says Nan with a C as well. Show you the disc. Comes with a spine card as well. See if it didn't actually. Raystorm. Again with a spine card. And I believe Ray Tracer. It's just a disc. Also, Shinden 3. King of the Fighters 96. Just a disc. And this is an unusual one. Rocky Hopper, which is a sort of an Olympic game kind of thing, really, but with penguins. I didn't know much about this game at all. It's fun for a while. And oh, actually, I forgot. Of course, how can I forget? Metal Gear Solid. Original, no copy. And I got this with the soundtrack. Give it a minute to show you. Disc inside, of course. And I'll show you this one. See, we're on Metal Gear. This is the soundtrack to the MSX2 version, which is Solid Snake. As you can see, awesome artwork there. Show you the back there, all the tracks. The disc inside. It's the MSX2 version soundtrack. Really good. And what else? I also have the original demo disc 1, which came with the PlayStation. Reason why I kept this is because it's got the those two demos with the T-Rex and that blue manta ray. And also I got Psygnosis Next Generation demo disc, which comes in this little tin casing. Open it up. It comes with a manual of some sort showing, explaining the games it has, and the disc. Very cool. Kept that over the years. I've even got the original PlayStation magazine, the official PlayStation magazine, the first one. Which, oops. Quick look through there. And the various joypads, while in development and designs. Inside the machine itself, the console. Look here, you can see early screenshots of Tomb Raider. Check how blocky that bear is. Still have it. Unfortunately, I did lose the disc that came with it. And I also got a couple guidebooks. This is Metal Gear Solid. Final Fantasy VII. Tomb Raider 3. Final Fantasy VIII. And a game that I no longer have, but I still have the strategy guide, and that is Saga Frontier. So there you have it. That is my PlayStation 1 collection. So hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll put up another video shortly. So until then, bye now, and take care.